Hi all. In this DevOps Smartboard Part 3 video, we'll discuss about a couple of reports. In Part 2 and the introduction video, I have explained about what is DevOps Smartboard and what are the reports available. So in this video, we will check about query work item reports, and then untouched work items report, and even this my activity report. So let me click on query work items. This report provides me option to query across projects. So I can select an organization and the data is at the org level, that is across the projects. And also I have option to choose what chart type I can use. So it basically gives me four charts by work item type, how many work items are there in this organization, then the assigned to, that is the users, then work items by state and by sprint. I can define like, okay, maybe I don't want this chart, I want to go for maybe a horizontal bar, so I can get that data, or even I can go for pie chart. Okay, so this is basically on different states. Same way for the sprint also I can define. And the next advantage of this is like uh, this this provides a drill down experience also. Like for example, I want to see the bugs, right? If I click on this area, it just opens all the bug work items, okay, across the projects. You can see that, and I can go and select again. I can define. I want to filter by states or by sprint or by the users, and also I can sort out by the project names, and search functionality is also available. Similarly, if I want to click on any of these pie chart area, so let's say for to do state, right? So it opens all the work items which are in to do state, and again I can filter out by state, sprint, assign to. Here I can even define, okay, I want to see the charts based on a particular work item type, and I can even select a team project and see the team project level reports or charts. So further drill down is available. One is I can see the data for the team project, and then I can even select maybe a sprint. Okay, I can view the data, or I can even select a state, area path. All these filters are available. So this main functionality we could think about is that it provides the data, you know, across projects at the org level, which is again difficult to get in Azure DevOps. Next, I'm going to talk about the untouched work items. So this is basically, you know, this report basically gives all the work items which are not modified, right, in last 7 days. So these work items are created, they are available in different states, but these work items are not touched or modified in last 7 days. Yeah, we can see the data here. Yeah, I think some 3000 work items are fetched, 3000 plus. Again, here I can filter by the projects, by the area path, by the sprint. I can even search the work items, and the best part is I can download this into an Excel file, and later I can view the details. and there's a link provided. If I click on that, it will directly go to the Azure DevOps site and I can see the details. So now next I'll talk about my activity report, and in that we have two sections. One is org level, the other is project level. So let me click on org level. This report basically provides, as an individual user, when I log in to DevOps Smartboard, it provides all my activities across projects. Okay, so the work items where I am involved in different projects, then the work items by state, the work items that are created by me, in what in different states they are, and I can even filter by work item type, how many work items are created by me. Then I can see the pull request created by me and whether it's completed or active. Then I can see the pull request which are should be reviewed by me, right? So some are been completed and others are still active. The builds triggered by me and what is the status of those builds, and same way as the releases. Then the commits that are done over a period of time. This pending approval is part of the release feature. So in Azure DevOps, the release pipeline has a pre and post approval mechanism where either before deploying there is a approval required, or after deploying to an environment there's approval required, so that either it can go to the next environment or it can be completed. So this gives me as an user, if there are any approvals which are pending for me, so that I can take action on that. So this was the activity report at the org level. So here I can even select the work item type and get the details on the project wise. And for each of the projects, I can see these were the number of work items and categorized into different types. I can click on the section of the bar graph and it opens the particular work item type. Same way I can get to the project level reports. So that is my activity at a particular project. So I can select the team project and I can see the work items by state, the created work items by me, then the pull request created by me and the pull request which are pending for review. Same here again, the builds which are triggered by me and what is the status, and even the releases triggered by me, and pending approvals for the releases, and even the commit trend. So in this video we discussed about query work item report, then untouched work item report. So this is basically the work items which are not modified from last 7 days. Then we discussed about my activity. So as an individual user, I want to see uh, my work items assigned or created by me, or the pull request created by me or assigned to me, or my release approvals. So many activities, right? And it's difficult to in Azure DevOps it's going to be difficult to go and search in different places. So the main advantage here is in one single view I can get all my activities and I can take actions, take decision based on the information I see. Thank you for watching this video.